Agatha All Along just became rewatchable.
Agatha.
Who's been messing up everything?
Since the announcement of this show, a lot of people have been skeptical about this show, to say the least. However, I think episode 6 and 7 has proved a lot of people wrong. See, I was also a little skeptical about this show, because I think the announcement of this show was terribly underwhelming. When Kevin Feige was announcing the new slate of MCU films, he was announcing films like Fantastic Four, Captain America 4, Avengers Secret Wars, and movies like that, on that scope and on that scale. And then there was Agatha All Along, a series about a side character in another series about WandaVision. So I don't blame people for being skeptical about this show. However, I think we were wrong. Agatha was never a bad show. I mean, it started off really solid. I mean, the first episode really surprised me how much my heart yearned for a show with these types of vibes. I mean, as soon as the weather would get cloudy and a little rain hits and fall comes in, my heart yearns for a show about witches and rainy and supernatural vibes. So, I mean, Agatha was always that. Agatha always delivered the vibes. However, was the plot any good? I don't know. Every episode had a fun puzzle, fun things happened, but I felt like the style of every episode, they were really trying to capture that magic that WandaVision had, that every episode took inspiration from a different era of sitcoms, but I think it didn't make that much sense here. Like, why does the road give you different costumes at every stage? Like, I mean, that could work, but it doesn't make as much sense as the sitcom styles did in WandaVision. And it kind of felt like they were trying to capture the magic again and try to capture that lightning in the bottle. But I think they weren't as successful as WandaVision. So this series for me became a show that delivered on the vibes, tried to be WandaVision, and was okay. Meh. You would recommend it to your friends who like WandaVision, but not anyone who doesn't like superhero films. But then, something changed. Episode 7 proved how smart this show was. The whole out of time, out of sequence setups and payoffs was a fantastic idea. So for example, minor spoiler alert, there's a scene where, the kid, Billy, the teenager, gets kicked by Lilia, and then Teen is like, I thought we were cool. And then you realize by the end of the episode what he meant, because earlier Lilia had told him that they were cool. Also, as a tangent, what a funny line, like, teenager, you use this whole name. Like, that was such a funny line.
Damn, using his full name.
I think it was fantastic. Not only this imagery of this show, it was beautiful. I think episode 6 was really great, that we understood the origin of Teen. This episode was fantastic for Lilia, for the origin of Lilia, what happened, the setups, the payoffs. But it just made Agatha more rewatchable. Now you can go back and watch the earlier episodes and notice the setups that you didn't notice the first time. Now you know what is going to happen in episode 6 and 7. Other Disney Plus shows aren't really rewatchable. I don't think personally I've never rewatched a Disney Plus show other than WandaVision. And now Agatha All Along is another one that I'm going to rewatch. If you haven't watched the show, I think you should. And if you have watched this show, I think it is worth a rewatch. Anyways,